Life is unfair. Consider the child prodigies. Mozart composing symphonies at the age of 9, Tracy Austin, professional tennis champ at the age of 14, Alexander the Great, conqueror of the known world at 26. And now there's Brandt Legg, whose story of youthful accomplishment we now hear from Britt Hume.
You probably wouldn't guess if you happened to see him leaving home outside Washington and driving to work in his Volkswagen that there is anything unusual about this 19-year-old. A little overdressed, perhaps, maybe on his way to a job interview, perhaps with some stern executive like this. But wait a minute, is he sitting in the boss's chair? No, that's his chair. This is his office and largely his building. Meet Brandt Legg, boy tycoon, millionaire 11 times over, who's been making money since he was 10 and expects to make a lot more. It all started with a stamp collection, and a stamp bought at a show for a quarter and sold 10 minutes later for $85. His stamp collection quickly became his stamp business.
So mother and some of my brothers started calling me Little Baby Howard Hughes just because, you know, here I was going after, and I was always coming home from weekend shows with lots of money. And in fact, I started smoking big cigars, and some of my friends were calling me BL, and I'm a 10-year-old kid, and it was really crazy.
I've had a strange time since he's been a teenager. I mean, I've had trouble getting the trash taken out, but he helps me get bank loans.
At 18, he found this record store at Virginia Beach nearly bankrupt. He bought it, turned it around, and got his older brother Bray to manage it. He now plans a small chain of such stores, and he owns a lot of property at Virginia Beach.
I own about 4 houses on the beach, an office complex, a couple office suites, a couple of residential houses, maybe a few other things they didn't tell me about or I forgot about, I don't know.
Still, he spends a lot of time on the lucrative stamp trade and the auctions held here in his offices.
1,500 I got. Anybody else? Anybody else? Going. Sold to the mail bidder for 1,500.
His second in command is a man 22 years older than he.
He squeezes
800.
his accomplishments into seconds and minutes that we would look on as months and years.
I always have this feeling in me somewhere that I'm really behind. I don't know what I'm behind in, but, you know, sometimes you get those feelings.
Brandt is not easy to live with. Brandt is a dynamo. Brandt is such a believer in positive thinking that it's like living with a force.
Brother Bray says the business instinct has always been there ever since that sticky summer when the brothers were paid to kill flies.
And so we started killing the flies, and then Brandt got some sugar and put it along the deck to attract the flies and then kill them so he could go collect more money from my grandfather.
All this work has left his social life, like the interior of his townhouse, a little barren. But he says he plans to take care of all that in the future. A future that understandably does not include any plans for college. Britt Hume, ABC News, Washington.
That's our report for tonight. I'm Sam Donaldson. Good night.
World News Sunday is a presentation of ABC News.